And that's the story.
Well, thank you, Frank. Oh, my goodness. We're up to 140 now. Neil Johnson from Stonewall Jackson in the crimson and gold. Brett Thompson from Western Branch in the navy blue and gold. And as you can see on our Zero's Great Bridge scoring update, not even zero. There's just no score at all.
None yet. Brett Thompson, he's been in this situation before, Richie. If you remember last year, he was coasting with a comfortable 4-0 lead.
Right.
Against Chip Collier for Cox.
Oh, that's right.
Relaxed the last 10 seconds of the match. Got rolled for 5 points, and he lost the state championship last year, 5-4.
Well, we'll see what happens here. We had already gone up to get ready to interview him with the question, and we had to change the question.
That's right.
It was not the right guy. Was that an exciting match or what?
Oh, no, I would say that was definitely an exciting match.
I tell you what, Gumby came through at the end, kind of a mild manner coming through there.
Absolutely.
And Gary didn't seem to be real pleased there.
No, I know. What more do you want? You got a state champion.
Well, I mean, hey, he just did, you know, it was a frustration. He did a good job. He just like, gosh, I tell you what, it's okay to have that happen to you if you win.
That's right. Yeah, well,
we've seen, unfortunately, that happen in guys who lose.
Right, yeah.
Yes,
we have.
Many times.
Right here, Thompson just doesn't seem as sharp as what he normally is, Frank. He's made a couple of shots, but hadn't been able to finish up in anything as of this moment.
Well, this is the regional champ of 34-1. So this guy's not used to anybody pushing him around. Thompson's 33-2. So between the two of them, they've won 67 and lost 3 matches. So, and he's a junior. So this is a quality competitor here in the finals.
Frank, we're about 25 seconds away from our Martin Screen Print Coaches Corner. I'm going to talk to Brett Thompson's coach, Terry Perdue.
And I tell you what, Terry had a unfortunate season where he lost a lot of competitors, but he really had a good state tournament with the guys that he brought, placing all 3 of his guys.
That's right.
Brett Thompson does have a tattoo on his right shoulder. Seems to be the thing to do now.
Maybe it's one of those erasable tattoos.
4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Not quite enough time to finish it up.
And in our Zero's Great Bridge scoring update at the end of the first period, no score here at 145 or 140 between Neil Johnson and Brett Thompson.
Well, that's not a real big tattoo. Maybe he was unsure whether to get one or not.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go to the Martin Screen Print Coaches Corner with Coach Terry Perdue.
Time. Brett is I think the cream of the crop here. I think Brett, all he has to do is do what he does best, and we won't have any problems against this kid. I'm looking for Brett wants it, and there's not much more I can say.
Back now to live action, about ready to get started here at the second period at 140.
There's a quick shot of Coach Perdue.
Yep.
Little false start there.
These are the teams standing top 5.
We talked to Coach Perdue earlier, and he was having some personal problems at the training table lately, but we didn't have to find out what that was. We'll have to ask him next time we see him, Coach.
At first, Great Bridge with 113.
Team standings, Frank, just came in. Kempsville in third, 87.5 points. Not too bad.
Nope.
Centerville in second, 98.5 points. And Great Bridge in first place with 113 points.
And I bet you they stay there.
I bet you're right.
We have an interesting matchup here, which is a prelude to your maybe next week with getting ready to come up with the Terminator against the Centerville wrestler.
Yes. This Neil Johnson kid is really impressive looking on top. I mean, he's a nice loose float rider, but he sits under right there, and he's really giving Brett a hard time right now.
And nothing's the score, and Brett has had a good tournament, a really good tournament.
I tell you, Thompson needs to score from this bottom position. This is one of his strengths right here.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to create a little bit more motion and action than what he's done up to this point. Johnson starts on that wrong side, applies that pressure, hangs way back on those hips, and there it is. They hit him for stalling.
Yep.
They hit him for stalling. He's got to change a little bit here. He's doing a great job of riding, but you've got to work for the fall.
Well, he is that. He kind of blanket riding the blanket ride guy.
That's right.
Full taste of his own medicine, perhaps.
Ooh, he made a mistake.
Made a big
Whoops,
mistake.
Thompson's got his hips out, turns
got
on
his
him,
head.
and this could be possibility of back points. Ooh,
Nope.
he slipped
Luck
out.
out.
He hadn't even gotten a reversal yet. Hooks the leg, grabs that far ankle.
You know, I tell you, the referees seem to be
That should be 2 right there.
not really making a
And there you go.
quick call in anything tonight. You know, it's not that snap call. Like, there it is, clear
Yeah.
and distinct. It's kind of, well, let's see, you know,
Look at this. Look at this
how everything
situation.
settles. It's going to scoot his hips.
Look
He
at
can get out.
Johnson. Johnson's might be able to
Yeah.
come around. He's only got 2 seconds. He better work hard quickly. No, not quite.
Not quite quickly enough. That's the end of the second period. Score 2-0 in our Zero's Great Bridge scoring update in favor of Thompson, Western Branch.
Like I said, next week we take to the road to Manassas, Virginia.
And I can't wait for that road trip.
That's going to be interesting. Be fun.
Yeah, that will be. You've got eight of the best teams in the state of Virginia going at it up there this coming weekend.
Coming to you almost live next week from beautiful downtown Manassas, Virginia.
Start of the third period here. Brett Thompson is in the top position. And one of his best positions, too. But Frank, this match is still close enough. It's anybody's ball game.
It sure is.
Oh, yeah. Minute 33 to go in the third.
Now, it's interesting because they hit Johnson with a warning for stalling when he was riding in the second period, and now it looks like Thompson is riding hard, too. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I haven't seen that move in years. He just did. He had to, you know, with your overhook, you get like a one-on-one.
Yeah, sort of like a snake right around, a little reverse drag there off the elbow.
Yeah, off the elbow.
And he's almost in scoring position here. If he can slip the hips
Just needs to
around
hip a
a
little
little
bit
bit more, it looks like it's almost a reversal from our angle.
Yeah, what I'm trying to see is why isn't it a reversal?
And they call a stalemate. Ooh, that was a good call for Western Branch.
Really a good
I tell you what, the fluorescent green armband is rather dressy.
Yep. Interesting.
That's a fashion statement if you're an official.
Well, I kind of like that.
1 minute left, Frank.
Still 2-0 on our
There's the
Zero's
blanket
Great Bridge
ride
scoring update.
guy. There's that same move again now. He did
There it is, a little windmill. Windmilled around. That should be a reversal.
That's not a reversal. I don't understand that. I mean, he's got everything in. He's got a half Nelson in.
I think it's a reversal. The referee's not made the call yet. There you go. That's a 2.
There.
Reversal. We've got 31 seconds left. And we've got a tie match here. Another great ending situation, it looks like, Frank.
Yep. Oh, he's going to...
Thompson trying to shake him out. Wants to shake him down and come out the back door, but it looks like Johnson's got that power half in there. It's tight. There it is. Potentially a stalemate, potentially dangerous situation. We've got 13 seconds left.
Remember, there's been no takedown scored.
They
So
both
if we
have been
go to
reversals.
overtime, it could go to the criteria, which is...
I think you're going to see Brett Thompson come out of here real quick, Frank.
We'll see. We'll see.
10 seconds to
10
go to
seconds
third.
to go. I think the blanket ride meister has met a blanket ride master.
He's up. If he gets that arm through, I think he's going to... Ooh, not quite, not
2,
quite, not
1.
quite.
No.
That's it.
Oh!
That's the end of regulation.
Not quite enough time. He was about a half a second short.
Yeah, he was.
Now he's going to have to win that state title on his feet.
We'll see.
There's
We'll
our
see.
Zero's Great Bridge scoring update, all tied up at 2, going into overtime. Here at 140.
They both seem pretty relaxed, you know. I mean,
Frank, this is an interesting situation with Johnson being hit with that stalling early back there in the second period. If Thompson presses the issue here and gets in deep on a couple of shots, uh-oh. He's in deep. It looks like Johnson's in a butt drag situation. Thompson, Zuzzoni's out. No score yet. I think there it is.
Yep, there it is right there.
It is, and Brett Thompson loses a
runner-up,
heartbreaker.
bridesmaid, but never the bride.
Finally, the takedown in overtime for Johnson of Stonewall Jackson. And there's your state champion at 140.
A great win for Johnson.
You know, you always...
Ooh, what
always run up against these guys, and you have, Wayne, when you wrestled, we always did, that was your nemesis. I mean, you may be doing right, left, and there's always that guy that can do left, right. We've had it tonight at 125 with the bear hug guys, right?
Yeah,
right. Guy comes in, Greco. What happens? The other guy happens to have his coach, who's the Olympic place winner, right?
Right.
Right here, here's Brett Thompson, probably the best riders I've ever seen, blanket ride. He runs up against a guy that does the same thing. Nobody gets a
What are you going to do?
Goes to
Frank, what are you going to do?